guys, so it's been quite some time, and first things first, there has obviously been some decisions that have been made regarding my hair. Jury's still out on how I feel about it, to be honest. It doesn't really help that my hair's just not doing what I want it to do today. It's freshly washed, so it's just... And second of all, please disregard this mess back here. I'm actually going on a trip tomorrow, and I have my stuff pretty much already all packed and everything, but that's where I'm keeping it because that's the one place where it kind of fits in my room. So sorry about that. There's nothing really I can do about it. But anyway, on to the video today. As you can tell from the title, I am doing another unhaul today. I recently moved all of the books that I owned into like my main shelves up here, and I had to get rid of a couple of books to kind of make them all fit in there. First book that I have here is Control by Lydia Kang. This is one of the first books that I bought because of BookTube. I remember when I first started BookTube, this book had just come out and it was everywhere, like everybody was talking about it, and it seemed like a really cool like sci-fi kind of read. I just never read it, and honestly right now I just don't care. This is Leviathan by Scott Westerfeld. This one I actually picked up at my library. I've told you guys about this before, but they do a 5 paperbacks for $1 sale, and I actually picked this up because I needed one more paperback, and I thought that my little brother might end up reading it because it also has drawings and stuff, but I asked him if he was actually going to read it or if I should just unhaul it, and he said I should just unhaul it, so that's the one I'm getting rid of. This one might come as a surprise because I actually already read the book and I really did enjoy it, but I have a reason for getting rid of it. Daughter of Smoke and Bone by Laini Taylor. This is the first book in the Daughter of Smoke and Bone trilogy. I found another copy of it at Goodwill the other day, or like a couple weeks ago. I have one paperback and 2 hardbacks for the trilogy, but the reason why I'm keeping that paperback instead of this one is because the other one doesn't have this foldy thing. Like it just, it's like that. Like it doesn't have the crease that I'm really not a fan of. I don't understand what this is for. Like if it was maybe like up to here and then it folded, I could see how like you could use that as a bookmark or whatever, but you can't even use this as a bookmark because then it just folds your book, and I don't get it. So anyway, I'm getting rid of this one since I already have the other copy, and I'm sure someone will love this. Next up is another one that has really good reviews in general, but I just know I'm not gonna get to it. It's Half Bad by Sally Green. This one sounded really cool to me. I think it follows a boy who is half witch, half demon. Am I right? No, I think it's good witches and bad witches. I don't know. I don't even remember. Anyway, yeah, I'm not gonna read this, so I'm just getting rid of that one. Next up is a really weird one. I don't know if you guys remember, but a while back I ordered a book from the Book Depository. I don't even remember what book it was, and they sent me a completely different thing, which is this audiobook thing, which is The God Smuggler. I haven't even opened it yet. Like I'm hoping that they'll take it, because otherwise like I don't think even my library would accept this, to be honest. Yeah, I'm just getting rid of that. Like I just don't want it. This is Your and My Secret by Ai Morinaga. I actually got this on the book outlet because it was really cheap, and the story sounded interesting, but I actually read the first one. I thought I think it was like the first 2 or 3 volumes were okay. Like I enjoyed them, like they weren't a favorite or anything, but then as the story progressed, I just really didn't like it. So I'm just gonna get rid of that. Next up, I have an entire series that I'm getting rid of, because I also bought it on the book outlet because it sounded really interesting, and it still does sound interesting, but I just know I'm not gonna read it, so I might as well just get rid of it. Actually, this one I may end up saving it for a friend because she recently bought the first book in the series, so I want to check up with her first to see if she enjoyed it, and if she did, then I'll just give her the rest of the copies. But it is the Shadow Falls series. Oh god. I have the bind up of the first 2 books and then the last 3 books in the series. So next up I have The Madman's Daughter by Megan Shepherd. This is another book that I picked up on the book outlet because they had really great reviews. I know that there's a book that a lot of people really enjoy, but I'm just not gonna read it, so I'm getting rid of it. Next up is a book that I actually picked up because I remember reading it when I was younger, and I don't think I ever finished it off. I think I might have read the first 2 books, and I think it's a quartet, I believe. And I saw it at a used bookstore once, and I decided to get it because I was like, I'm totally gonna reread this and I'm gonna finish off the series, and then I never did, and yeah, I'm just gonna get rid of it now. It's Need by Carrie Jones. I read this at the time when I was very obsessed with mythology, and I was obsessed with like mermaids and fairies. Actually no, mermaids, I had my mermaids phase first, and then I had my fairies phase, and I read this during my fairies phase. And yeah, I like I said, I remember really enjoying it, but I just know that I'm not gonna reread it and finish off the series, so I might as well leave this out for someone who is actually going to read it. These next ones might be a little controversial because I think they're like generally well loved, but I'm just not gonna read them. If I Stay by Gail Forman. I don't think I ever finished this book, but I do think I started at some point, and then I watched the movie. I really enjoyed the movie actually, but I just don't want to finish the book, so I am going to get rid of that one. And then I have 2 John Green books that I'm getting rid of because, like I said, I'm not gonna read them. I love John Green. I've been a Nerdfighter, oh my god, I don't even know for how long. I remember subscribing to their YouTube channel when YouTube was still like very MySpacey. Anyway, it's been a while. And yeah, but I'm just not gonna read the books. I'm still keeping The Fault in Our Stars. I have like the special collector's edition, so I'm gonna keep that one. But for these 2, I'm just not gonna read them. Look, like they're covered in dust and everything. Like, I'm just not gonna read them. Last but not least, I have the one Sarah Dessen book that I have ever owned. I've never read any Sarah Dessen, which I know is like a travesty because I feel like everybody and their mother has read Sarah Dessen. I actually got this because I remember I bought the Vampire Academy box set when I first started YouTubing, and I bought it off a seller on eBay, and they took a super long time to ship out that box set to me, and when they did ship it out, they actually threw this in. I guess it's kind of like a sorry it took us so long to ship this out to you kind of a thing. So I got this as a bonus with that order, but I haven't read it. Like, I just don't think I'm going to. It's Sarah Dessen, so I'm sure someone is going to pick this up and enjoy it a lot more than I will, so I'm getting rid of it for someone else to enjoy. So that is it. Those are all the books that I am unhauling right now. I may actually end up picking out a few more. I'm not sure. If I do, I'll try to keep you guys updated, but I'm not making any promises. You guys know I've been a trash booktuber lately. Like, I just haven't been uploading or anything, and I'm really sorry about that. Yeah, I'm not even gonna make any promises anymore about whether or not I'm gonna upload. I'm just gonna go with the flow and see what happens. I'll see you guys next time. Not sure when that next time's gonna be though.